first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action with Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens 16-yard line.
Here's Goff. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And Richard Sherman uses his veteran savvy to come up with an interception there, and he still has plenty of ability out on the corner. And he's the NFL's active leader in interceptions. Moved on from the Niners after 3 seasons, but thriving with a new ball club, and that veteran know-how comes into play one more time.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. After the run, Goff going to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, sometimes despite the best plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Lions nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down that running play. Gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, check back 6.
Going to try the jet sweep with Nelson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. Play action. It's gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. To their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Lions 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Goff on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Goff now looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Ravens
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Ravens.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At their 49-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw again on second down. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Detroit. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 17-14.
Ravens 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second and very short, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson. Touchdown. That's caught. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Next to score, Ravens 21, Lions 17. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Throwing on second and 14. Goff lets it go for Nelson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rolling to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run here with Dillon. Give him 4 on the carry there, and second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33.
It's now 4th down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Lions 24. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Play action. It's Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Goff's pass intercepted by the Ravens.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Lions are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Goff now to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Lions, first down.
Goff. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he'll have a quick first down on a nice hook up there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles.